Coach, some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Jackson now. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And an alley to run. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Sam Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Ravens nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. This time, Jackson will throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rolling to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, now Carr. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line has to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Carr. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, come on, that bullshit,
Excellent
bro.
work defensively brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Got a man, it's caught.
Dumbass.
Touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever.
Let's get his
results
defense
in a
right.
touchdown. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after
Me.
Yeah,
bitch.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work
Come on,
with such great
Stylish
technique
block, bitch.
and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders
Maybe you don't pick up the ball, bro.
turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Okay, that's his third pass to the tight end.
He located his tight end, made a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move. And
Come on, you gotta smack that nigga.
And can get out in front of that type of a play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr.
Reserve, bitch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Think long, think wrong.
Competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
You're mine. Hey, two.
From the gun, it's Carr.
Reserve.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
The Baltimore
Tell you
offense
what it
at
gives.
the line
Oh,
set
shit,
to get
back in the
going.
niggas up.
And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
Man, what's up with that, G?
Emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now this time he'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Man, come on, they gotta let me cut that shit up faster, bro. That's that fuck shit.
He's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it's
They
second
damn
down.
middle wide the fuck open.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
Come on, bro.
The ball away and it falls incomplete. Brian pulled
Damn,
that
fuck
time
we
there to
do.
get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Sir.
And down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Running is Jacobs. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Come on, that lineman ain't that fucking fast, dude.
He's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. They'll go with Hill here on first down.
Oh, computer-loving ass nigga.
Down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
What the fuck type of shit is that,
Make that
dude?
now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The quick slant caught. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Jackson.
But that's just so fucking fake, bro.
Successfully dropped it. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well.
I got 2 niggas right though.
He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down.
Oh shit, boy.
Ravens going to use their
Like my nigga in down cement for real.
as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Sheesh. Fuck.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
From the gun, Jackson.
Dumbass.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check safety, check safety. Check. He's right, Pete. Express.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to launch this thing.
Let's go, Entourage.
This half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl
God damn it.
Marcus Peters. And he will be brought down as run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Going again on the ground here with Hill. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football. Deuce. Slam. Hey, watch one.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Come on with that bullshit, nigga.
15 yards on the play. First down.
And that was a nice strong run.
Man, I should be safe put. Second nigga, dude.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now Hill, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
I got you, boy.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
That nigga missed the fucking post.
Making the plays that they've made,
shit.
And that just means
oh, shit.
One big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Oh, hell no. That shit fucked me up.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's
Good
free.
shit.
And all the way in.
That's
Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. From the gun, Carr.
Dumbass.
Pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Let's go. We can't give up easy shit like that. That was too easy.
And ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, It was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They run it again with Hill. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On third down, it's Hill. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. They'll run on first down.
Man, let my nigga juke.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. That's it.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
Man, come on, man. That's a possession catch, nigga.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But
Come
it's going
on,
to be
bro.
2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
53 at the line.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown.
Too much open space.
As the Ravens push further out in front. A good sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
You better catch that nigga too.
There he goes, left side.
Can't be, man.
And they're going to have this in a great
nigga
spot
so
way down in
ass.
Baltimore territory.
That's one of the call
Big
the
play
time
that
out when I'm
time
gonna pick
for
my
the
play.
Raiders. 56 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw his car. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by
You haven't throwing that shit hot, nigga.
and they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. No room to be had there on the first down.
Let me
run
juke,
as he's
man.
looking to get
God
back to the line
damn.
of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be
So
2nd
that
down.
bullshit.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Throwing on second down. Jackson got a man.
I seen that shit, boy.
And he'll get
Go
it up a
deliver
little
that
shy
shit,
of the
nigga.
15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
Man, don't bullshit me, dog. Man, fuck that. Man, punt the ball, man. Don't be an asshole. Shit. God damn it. So they got the first down, man.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Back now in Baltimore. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Me, bitch.
And now here's another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
But he got there. Lineman be fast as shit. I thought they got rid of that shit.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire one. It's caught inside the 25.
Gotcha, bitch.
Way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now. It's
He ran away from him, nigga.
and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Inside, but nothing there.
Oh, that nigga trying to get up out of here.
There to bring him down. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Carr.
Oh my God, he's so ass.
They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. Carl come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball.
What the fuck? Good hit, bro.
1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The high pass shit, bro.
You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr going left on the option. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's got the 1st down inside the 10.
Got some really legit sweep shit, bro.
Down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, but it'll be 2nd and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Carr. He's got it to Williams. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Carr to throw again.
I seen that shit. I keep letting him get away.
Touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will get them one closer. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Bro. Sure.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Jackson now. Flushed out right. And now he's going to add 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Throwing now is Carr. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
To throw again on second down. Carr. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Come on, let's go. 48. What we got? Hey, Charlie. Hey, check one. Raider one. Check my 46. Yo.
Again, it's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.